Hello to all my friends out there. Hi, you guys. Happy holidays. Well, it's getting festive at my house. I hope it's getting festive at yours. This video is 7 frozen meals for $13, stuffed peppers, and frugal tips. Very frugal tips. Okay, we'll start out with the stuffed peppers. Here they are. So I started buying tomatoes, peppers, onions, and squash. These are good. Homemade by me. Okay. So I have a bell pepper and I made meatballs. I didn't put salsa in these meatballs. Then I stuffed so I had hamburger, breadcrumbs, eggs, onion, salt, garlic powder, salt, and pepper. And I stuffed my peppers. Then when the peppers were done, I poured tomato sauce and I had about a 1/4 cup of cheese. And I was trying to discover that for a while. So let's see. Ooh, yummy, yummy. And this is not very expensive because I bought the hamburger marked down. Here we have it. No starving, no going without, no suffering unnecessary hardship. Then I made a tasty dessert. Here it is. This is an apple crumble. So last night I was up late, you guys probably noticed, and I canned applesauce. So I poured the applesauce in the little pan, and then I had this in the stockpile. So I used half of the package and I put it on the top and I pressed it down, and there is dessert in a minute. Okay, so now let's do the 7 frozen meals for $13. Okay, I went to Dollar Tree and I saw these 2 people, one in front of me and one in back of me, and they bought about $50 worth of frozen food. And I thought, that looks good. Let me do a little search before I disperse with any of my money. And I saw, and so the bowls were $3 at Dollar Tree, but they're $2.40 at Walmart, but they were out, so that did me no good. So I went to Grocery Outlet, and so here is what I got. I got 4 of these biscuits for $4, so $1 each. I got this chicken bowl for $3.99, but these are huge, and like I cut through anything with this knife, so I can cut it in half. Then I got this one for $2.99. This is the smallest one. This would be enough for dinner. And then I got this one for $2.99. So that was $13. But for 7 meals, but it would be 9 meals if you eat half of the large ones. So I've been eating a lot of pizza and sandwiches, and I thought, why don't you branch out a little bit? Why don't you broaden your horizons? So now what? Well, Homestead Tessie. All my followers probably already follow her. But she gave a shout out to Wallflowers UK. It's time to be frugal. So if you're not subscribed to these 2, this one's lovable. And so is this one. But this one is in the UK. And there's another lady. They did a collab. And I already subscribed to her. So I thought I was subscribed to, I will post it on my Twitter. This is on my Twitter, Wallflowers UK. It's time to be frugal now. I'm not going to go through her frugal tips because I want you guys to watch it. Okay, so I have been doing some of my Southern California frugal tips. One of my sisters said, I don't want to be like me. And my mother said, don't worry, nobody's like her. I go, yeah, that's true. Okay, so what did the Egyptians do? And I came up with duck, bread, cake, and wine. So I have meat, bread, soup, cake, and juice. So that's what I spent a week. Now, to be frugal, I want to investigate the pioneer diet. This is more like what I have always done. Potatoes, beans, and rice. And I always tell my son, if you ever have to eat beans and rice, make sure you have potatoes. Hardtack, that was flour, water, salt, sugar, and you bake it. Now, I was investigating, scurvy, and they had big, hard-looking bread. So I think it would be unyeasted bread, but I probably wouldn't bother making that. Soda biscuits, yes, I would make those. Flour, milk, soda, and salt. Johnny cakes, cornmeal mush, bread, pancakes, seeds, gardens, eggs, meat, sometimes chicken, pig's fat. Now, my uncle, when we were kids, they were still slaughtering hogs and milk, berries, and nuts. Tomatoes, peppers, squash, pumpkin, rice, peas, carrots, celery, onions, rice, and okra. So now this is where it gets interesting. So for each person, they had 200 pounds flour, 100 pounds bacon, cornmeal, dried apples, peaches, beans, salt and pepper, rice, tea, coffee, and sugar, 80 pounds lard, 20 pounds sugar, and 10 pounds coffee and salt. So investigate this right here. So you're going to have bread, and you're going to have some lard, which is pig fat. Okay, so now another thrifty thing I do is curbside. So today I wanted to mention this. Somebody left this by the dumpster. So what I did to it, and I will sell that at the swap meet, I wanted to wipe it down before I put it in my garage. And so I have been watching these cleaning videos, so I sprayed oven cleaner on it and wiped it down. So now I can put it in my garage. So the idea of the curbside is to generate $30 so I don't have to pay money to get in, because it costs around $30 to get in, and I usually sell items for $1. Like this lovely blouse. This is a pretty lovely blouse. I saved it. I got grease on the front of it. So I sell these for only $1. So, I don't want to sell 30 of my lovely blouses for nothing. So, and you see me do the curbside. Okay, so I want to mention something frugal I did. In my self-help group, there was a guy doing a rummage sale. So I thought, well, I'll buy a little stuff from the rummage sale because they host us all the time with this group. So I bought a big pot for $5, and then I bought a little pile of jewelry for $1 each. And he was acting like it was pretty cheap, and I thought, yeah, but nobody else is your rummage sale's ending, and no one else is buying it. So I got my stuff home, and the one necklace was a sterling silver necklace. So I sold that on eBay for $45. And then I had some money for postage. And so I went to Ralph's and I bought a whole bunch of steaks, really good steaks marked down for my son. So I kind of traded my necklace that I bought for $1, and the steaks ended up costing me $17. So that was frugal. Okay, and you've seen me shopping, and you might be saying, what in this world are you doing? Well, I have food in my house for 6 months. So no matter what happens, I'm not going to starve. Okay, I have been Christmas shopping, and it's been irritating, but I wanted to mention something. One of the things that I was looking for was these dry cleaning sheets. So finally I went to the Walmart in Santee, and two younger men, nice men, helped me locate these. So this was really important because I really needed this really bad. So shout out to Walmart in Santee. And then I bought, shout out to 99-cent only in Santee, because my big tree is not done because one strip of lights burned out, and I thought, I'm not paying a lot of money for lights. This tree is a wreck now. So I got these for $1.49, and the nice clerk helped me. And then I bought a tree marked down, and I actually got those lights. I went to get lights and they were $20, and I go, no. I got them for $2.99 at the thrift store. So that was thrifty. Okay, so that was very thrifty. So what I'm doing is I'm shopping very slowly and very carefully. So I want to show you some nice stuff I bought for Christmas. Okay, this was nice. And this was the deal of deals. I had a nice box. See, us pack rats can never change. So I bought this cologne, Sauvage. It means wild or something else, savage. This smells so good. So what happened is I thought, I'm going to go into Macy's and I am going to check this cologne out, or it's perfume, Dior perfume for men. And if I like it, I'm going to buy my son one. So I go in there, and it was very crowded. And I went over to the what do you call it, the display, and I had these two handsome younger men on each side. So there was one, and I said, would you mind if we spray some of this on your arm so I could smell it? So he said, he was very gracious. He goes, you will love it. Yeah, I did love it. So I thought, well, let me think about it, because you know I don't dispense with my money. So I left Macy's, and there's a perfume store next door, and I went in there and I got it $20 off. So that was awesome. This is a great gift. Then I bought this. I wanted to mention this. This is really nice. This is a leather poncho. And I bought this for a gift, but I was thinking I should keep this for myself. But no, that's selfish. So I sell on eBay, and so what I do is, you know, they go, leather, do not dry clean. I go, well, yeah, wow, quack, quack. So I turn it inside out, and I put it in the dryer bag with 3/4 of 1/5 of the dry cleaning sheet, and I dry cleaned it for 30 minutes because, see, the interior, this is brand new, but I bought it at the thrift store. So I took it out and I wiped this down in case there was any residue, and then I threw it back in the dryer in the dry cleaning bag for 5 minutes and let it spin around, and it's perfecto. So that was awesome. Okay, now what? Oh, look what happened to my, I think it froze. But it's looking a little better, so I guess you can't go outside no more. My mint plant is looking better, believe it or not. I didn't think it was cold enough to freeze anything here. Okay, so take a look at this Wallflowers UK. It's time to be frugal now. It's on my Twitter. And then I found my phone. I already subscribed. Oh, on Wallflowers Frugal. What is that? Wallflowers UK. There was a collab, and I'm already subscribed to the other lady on the collab, but I'll post her video when I find her again. Okay, so now I subscribed to another one that I want to tell you about, Survival Lily. And Survival Lily is like either in Germany or Austria. Winter has arrived in Europe. Okay, it's super cold. Go watch that. I'm not going to tell you here it is, Survival. I'll give you a shot. But I wanted to mention that they're predicting 90-minute rolling blackouts. The greenhouses that grow the veggies are heated by natural gas, so that is not going well. And there's all this inflation on food, these foods, shrinking middle class due to inflation and higher rents. Sounds like us. But they're a little bit ahead of us. 1/3 of the people are buying less or looking for sales. And Austria is encouraging prepping, and they also have blackout plans for their supermarket. So like maybe some of you are like me and have plans as well. Okay, when I don't want to say it because I don't want to be demonetized. When this happened, I started taking all kinds of medical classes. In fact, I took them for 10 years, emergency medical. And so what I was preparing for was foreign or domestic breaches. Let's just put it that way. So if something like that should happen, a lot of us are thinking, where would it come from? Well, there's been reports of the R country and the C country and their hidden enemies. Well, I think it would be easier to breach us from the southern border. So, and then I mentioned to you the riots that we had where I no longer live. And I moved to a more secure neighborhood that would be more apt to defend itself. So a lot of us are prepared to defend ourselves. So if you have small children or, you cannot defend yourself, you want to evacuate so somebody like me doesn't have to waste time pulling you out of the rubble and let somebody else's son die. That's what we're prepared for. I've been, a lot of their, the U.S. population may seem benign. I heard us described as fat, lazy, and stupid. Okay, fine and dandy, but if you should breach that border, you're going to meet some of us. Okay, so now another thing is these massive evacuations from one country into the other destabilizes the country that these massive amount of people go to a certain extent. So this is no joke either. That's what happened with the Ukrainian refugees. So we want to be prepared for that too. So just be thinking to yourself, okay, if I am not prepared to defend the country, I want to pull out so that a lot of casualties, unnecessary casualties, are, if you're not prepared to defend yourself, for sure you're going to be a casualty. Just remember that. Okay, you guys, please like, comment, and subscribe, and God bless you all.